what's up? Hello, everyone. Welcome into Fantasy Filmball, the show where we turn movies into sports and sports into something we don't talk about here. My name's Matt.
My name is Dyl, and we're back with your favorite episode of the year. We're continuing our 2025-2026 Fantasy Filmball draft, this time for October waivers, but we're going to be doing it with a little bit of a twist.
That's right. In our first video, we only had 5 players come out because unexpectedly, Ryan did not make it. But we have found a new way to include Ryan in the game, and it's going to shake everything up. This is the first time we've ever done what I gather is referred to in the fantasy sports world as an expansion draft. So I'll let you expand on this a little bit more, Dylan, but I'm nervous about this because Ryan has the potential to come in and completely screw over all of us, really. He could completely screw us over.
Yeah, we never talk sports on this channel, but we're going to break that rule right here. Think about the NFL when like the Carolina Panthers expanded into the league, or the NBA with the Memphis Grizzlies. Normal teams, the teams who have been around for a while, have the potential to protect some of the players that they don't want to give up for nothing. And that's what we can do here. We can protect 3 of our initial 10 draft picks. They can be from any round. We get to keep those movies. Ryan can't touch them. Then Ryan can go in and steal 1 movie per team. Or if he really wants to, he can say, screw that team. I don't like any of those movies. Give me one of those undrafted films. Ryan's going to end up with 5 movies on his team. Then we come back. We get to keep 2 additional films from our initial lineup of 10. And then we dive into a redraft, basically doing the back half of the draft. Ryan will have the first pick, and then we'll continue things in a reverse standing order, just like how we typically do waivers in October.
It's really exciting. I think this could lead to one of the most exciting and dynamic games that we've ever had on this channel.
We drafted about a month ago. John, you currently have 868 points, but sadly, we've come to the point where you do have to lose a few movies from your team. But before you lose a movie, which 3 do you want to keep?
Okay. I guess I should have thought about this. So I'm keeping It Was Just an Accident. Shout out to, what was it? France. Shout out to France. Thank you. I will keep. Oh God, actually, what would I keep here? I will keep Frankenstein. And the question is, my first round pick, do I full send with Jay Kelly still? I just don't know. I have no idea how it's playing anymore. I have like no clue.
I think there was a report that said that they still think it's their priority.
I think I saw that as well. Because House of Dynamite got pretty panned at NIF Press. But like F1 Secret Agent, sorry, yeah, I'll keep Jay Kelly.
Okay. Honestly, I feel like that's a good choice. I feel like Jake Kelly's still, even though it's been seen in multiple places, it still feels like such an unknown to me because have we really gotten a read of how it's going to play to
Right.
industry in the States? I don't
We're,
think
we're
so.
waiting. We're waiting for as of recording, we're still waiting for it to premiere at New York, and maybe there'll be a more positive reception there. It might be in the. Are you guys on the same boat with me, where like it might be hovering around the 8 to 12 range?
Yeah,
Or
I
if it,
totally think this could be that Netflix movie that we doubt all year long, and in a year where Netflix could maybe get 2 movies in. This is that second one that they just snug in there with a screenplay, with acting, maybe a tech, or it could just be like their nothing play that's just fake all season long. Well, Matt, at this point, after one battle after another premiering, you have shot the leaderboards to number 2 with a total over 500 points. Your film lineup here is pretty great, but you can only keep 3 and avoid one of those extra ones of being stolen.
My lineup it's aged like fine wine. This has been fantastic. I mean, we all doubted one battle after another to the point that it ended up going number 13. That's wild to think of now. But yeah, right now, I mean, I still have high hopes for Sentimental Value. I don't think it's winning Best Picture anymore, but I do think it's winning 2 to 4, I would say. I think it has a really strong winning chance for a lot of things here. So yeah, for me, I'm keeping my top 3. Sentimental Value, Wicked for Good, One Battle After Another. I think those are my 3 Best Picture movies, and they will stay my 3 Best Picture movies.
And now, third place, we have Arnaud. You have just under 400 total points. Which three films are you securing for your roster?
I'm just gonna go with the obvious. I'm going with the first three films from my team: Marty Supreme, Springsteen Deliver Me from Nowhere, and No Other Choice. Which right now, call me crazy, but I have all three in my current Best Picture predictions. Even if one of them is really, really on the edge.
Jack, you were just 2 points shy of being ahead of Arnaud before these first, I guess, redraft waivers, but you're on the board now. Your initial lineup was the one that we all thought was probably the best on draft day. We're a month removed from that. Which three films do you want to lock up to keep with you going forward?
This is tricky because I've got a solid four here, and I've got only three to pick. The solid one I'm definitely keeping is Hamnet. I'm definitely not getting rid of that. Um, how panned are we talking for House of Dynamite at New York? I did not pay attention to that. Pretty panned?
There was an article that someone shouted out "what" at the end, and then everyone laughed. Apparently, some people booed. I'm still
Okay.
seeing like some 3 stars from the people who were in that screening, but the tide it feels like it might be turning. I don't know, but that's just, it's one screening. Who knows?
True,
It's got the
true.
same score on Letterboxd right now, but maybe it'll change soon. I don't know.
I'm seeing it tomorrow, so I'll let you guys know.
I'm probably just gonna hang on to it just in case. That might be a mistake, but I would feel bad if I dropped it and it still ends up being Netflix's main push. So I'm gonna keep that. And then I probably, even though I feel good about the Smashing Machine, I might try and like persuade Ryan not to take it. But I feel like I should keep the animated feature front runner.
I don't want it. I don't
You know
even want
what?
Smash
Okay,
Machine.
I'll take K-pop Demon Hunters then.
Damn, that was a trick and you fell for it.
Ah, damn
No,
it.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. We'll see what happens. But I feel like animated likely winner I'm gonna take over the Smashing Machine, which is probably just acting and makeup noms.
Then in fifth place, a month or so removed from the draft, is myself of just over 300 points. And like Arno and Matt, my three keeps here are pretty simple. That's just going to be my first three picks of Sinners, Begonia, and Avatar, Fire and Ash. But that brings us over to Ryan now. You can steal one movie per team here that wasn't initially kept. So I guess
Oh,
run through it. Which ones do you want?
This is terrifying,
okay.
Ryan. You could screw us all over right now.
Be kind.
Let's start with Jonathan, because I'll definitely take. He did not choose the secret agent, is that correct?
I did not choose the secret
Okay,
agent.
I will take the secret agent.
Oh, let's go. I'm fine with
Hey,
that.
Clayton Davis has faith in it, right? Clayton Davis has it in his 10 right now.
The
So
Wizard
let's do
of
it.
I'm Still Here. Maybe he can do it again.
Let's skip Matt for now. I'm gonna go to Arnold. Um, I'm going to go for
Conan. Conan.
I'm going to go for Train Dreams for sure.
No!
That's a good
No!
pick. That's a
With
good
my
pick.
So much
darling, my underdog.
That is definitely an underdog for Netflix. Everything's in flux right now for Best Picture. Who knows? Maybe that's the one that can emerge as its solo Best Picture nominee.
I've been trying to
And
call it as like a potential sneaker in like four major categories, and you just took it from me.
and then Jack, I feel bad taking the Smash Machine after I just horribly
It was a
lied, but
trick. Okay. No,
okay.
you're good.
Is that good? All right, I'll take the Smashing Machine from Jack. He picked his top three, so I have a few choices there. After the Hunt, no. Wake Up Dead Man, the screenplay nomination, and then Testament of Anne Lee. Possibility of nothing there, but Amanda as well. Dylan, do you have one in your brain that you don't want me to take?
After that Smash Machine snipe, I don't know if I want to say.
Well, you don't have to say, but is there one in your brain? I just want to.
Yeah, I mean, the one I would be most okay with you taking is Anley.
I'll do Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted. So that's the smart pick there. I think
Okay,
that's
okay,
the highest potential there. I
Yeah,
think that was the obvious
good
choice.
pick.
okay, okay, good, good, good. All right, and then going on to the last one, which is Matt, right?
Yep, it's me.
Okay,
Or, or you could take an undrafted film.
I'm going to do that. Blue Moon was pretty tempting because Ethan Hawke is pretty damn good in that movie. And I could easily see an outside best actor nomination for him there. That would be the one I'm eyeing, but I actually might take you up on that. I am going to go on a limb with animated feature. A lot of people have faith in K-pop as the animated winner, and I know Matt has Zootopia too, but I think the best animated winner, I'm going to go on a limb and I'm going to say it's Arco.
You saw that film and you're like, this is gonna win.
It's good.
That's just I was the only person who felt that way, so I'm going out on my own Joker 2 limb here. Um, yeah, no, I felt that like I'm looking at the current trends of animated feature. I I don't feel K-pop fits that, and I don't feel Zootopia fits that, and Arco feels like it could fit that.
I guess let's start off with you. Ryan chose not to take any movies from your team. I mean, there's people out there who think Weapons could get acting nominations. Is this thing one is the biggest unknown of the season going forward? But you had the chance to keep them on your team, or are you keeping some other things?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep both of those. Is this thing on weapons? Locking those down.
Man, I was so proud about being able to draft Train Dream's fifth round and being like, you guys are sleeping on this. There's a chance that Netflix like drops their ball on their entire slate, and that this winds up being like their number two or three priority, and now it's gone. So now I guess I'll go with I think a guaranteed Best Actress nomination with If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, and a Golden Globe play with Roofman.
I'll just keep F1 and sorry, baby.
I think even though I don't think it'll amount to anything, just in case it does, I'll keep Rental Family. And was thinking maybe an enemy, but I see a three right there next to it from Dylan. So
That was
um,
ass.
I will instead.
I'm getting a lot of I see a lot of good mentions for him in actor right now on Twitter just before coming on this call.
mm, I don't know. I might. You know what? Why not? I'll keep it. An enemy. I don't really know what else I would keep instead. So, an enemy.
And then I guess for myself, Wake Up Dead Man's the one I really, really, really wanted to keep, but obviously Ryan sniped that for me. So I guess Perfect Neighbor will be the first one that I keep here just because it can still potentially do something in documentary feature. And I guess I'll just for the meme, I'll keep After the Hunt around. Julia Roberts, Golden Globes, Critics' Choice. It can happen.
Nice.
Wow.
I
Did not
feel
expect
so
that.
vindicated with After the Hunt. Genuinely, like after all year long, even if preparation for the next life didn't pan out, I am happy that my theory that After the Hunt was not going to go over well with audiences, it worked out.
It
It
was
just so
not good.
happened that preparation for the next life also didn't work out. But I think that's Amazon. That's not the movie itself because goddamn, those reviews are very strong for that movie.
Arno, you are now at the bottom of the leaderboard because your three movies basically haven't, or I guess between your five movies, none of them have officially come out yet. So you're looking good to continue on here. So which film do you want to add to your roster?
Which film do I want to add for my roster? Do I go for something that I've already picked before? Do I steal something that looks a little bit nicer now? Blue Moon.
God
No,
damn it.
fuck.
Damn
That's a good
you.
one.
Damn
That's a
it.
good
Damn
one.
you.
Arno just took one of Matt's movies. I guess I am taking one of Arno's movies. I am going to be going with The Life of Chuck. I want the automatic 200 points on my team.
Smart. Can't really hope for much more than that. That's great.
That's enough. I mean, that's 200 once our rating points come in. And if it happens to get screenplay or some critics groups want to give it love for whatever reason, then it can only go up. It's got a lower floor, or it's got a higher floor, I should say, than like most of these movies left.
I guess I'll take one film that I didn't keep, but apparently some people think it's going to be something.
No
So
one really
I'll.
thinks that, but was.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, ease up a little bit. You already took Smashing Machine from me and tricked me. So, um, I think I'll go with Song Sung Blue. Apparently, that might be something. So I'm going to keep
Oh,
that around.
I was gonna take that.
Nice.
Good pick.
Okay, good.
I
Keeping
forgot
one
about
thing
that
in.
one. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I think Clayton has Kate Hudson winning Best Supporting Actress for it.
he does. Yeah,
Bro,
which
what?
Jesus,
I don't
wow.
think that's going to happen, but nomination maybe. Who knows? Golden Globes.
Well, I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm gonna keep one from my team. I do still think that animation is completely up in the air because as much as K-pop Demon Hunters is the front runner right now, it really does not feel like a modern animation winner. Um, and I do feel like Arco could be it. I don't really see much else, so I think that they might default to Disney again this year. So I'm keeping Zootopia 2. I have full faith that this is going to be very, very good in terms of what could be expected from a sequel for Zootopia. It's a unknown still. And in a animation race that is so wide open, why not take the sequel to the major Oscar winner?
When I talked about safe picks here, because that's the biggest thing I want to add to my roster, Zootopia 2 is the other one I was thinking of because as we've seen, even if you don't win any animation prizes, that's still a cool 200, 250 type points. So I think that's a great pick here.
Dude, I'm supposed to draft 4 more movies, bro. I know, I know nothing that's happening anymore. Um,
Because we know of
okay.
all the flops, right? So
It's harder to draft now than it is in
It actually
August,
is. It
honestly.
actually is harder to draft. Okay. Well, I will give me a little Amelie. Okay, now I have to take another one, bro. What do I take? The roses or like what do I even um
Father,
okay.
mother, sister, brother.
True.
two
I
initially
could
undrafted films.
could do that one. Um all right, y'all gonna have to bear with me as I
There's a film that got like a
scroll.
6 minute standing ovation at TIFF that's apparently supposed to win the People's Choice Award.
Okay, well, I don't want to keep y'all waiting, so I'll just take I'll take the movie I'm seeing tomorrow. I'll just take Kiss of the Spider Woman, I guess.
Damn it, man. My team's being raided.
Oh my God. I have to pick 2 more. Holy shit, I need to lock
All
in.
right. I mean, I feel like it's not going to come back to me if I leave it on the board right now. And I think that Father, Mother, Sister, Brother is going to be really strong for some critic points later on this year. So plus Indie Spirits. So give me that movie. I feel like that's a clean 200, 250 points right there.
Do I want to be evil? I don't want to take, it feels mean to take other people's films, but I kind of want to, I think I'm going to take, I'm sorry, Die My Love. I think could maybe still get a Best Actress nomination.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. I have no clue what else to pick, so I'm gonna go with that. Recently test screened, apparently.
Good one. I mean, I'm so sorry, Dylan. You've been
Yeah, I'm
pulling
sorry.
for that all year long, but it's Jack's movie now.
Hey,
So
I made my choice. I kept Julia Roberts in the movie I know I'm not gonna like over something I've been repping before all season long. But honestly, I'm okay with that pick because when I picked Life of Chuck, I completely forgot that Jonathan had 2,000 meters, and that is a movie I currently have winning documentary features. So I will easily take that with my next pick.
So wait, so you guys really don't know what I'm because this was the film that like I don't think it's doing much, but there's just so little on the board right now that I'm confident in. So I'm just gonna go for a bit of a meme pick that like people were saying, "Oh my God, this
the
this
leaks.
this was incredible. This is a masterpiece. It's going to
Blue
win the People's
Heron.
Choice Award.
The Troll?
Reminds us about of our time. It's a reflection of our time. Such an important story, starring 2 Academy Award winners, Rami Malek and Russell Crowe. He's back
Oh,
with
that's a good choice.
Nuremberg.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were
I
going
was actually gonna
for.
take that on my next one if it came back around. It's a good one, I guess.
Fuck it. It looks so bad.
The trailer looks so bad.
Did any of you
Eh.
guys see it?
I definitely did not.
No, Matt Neglia saw it and he thought it was really good. I mean, he thought he was pretty surprised by it.
All right, Ryan, you got 2 more picks to add to your team. You stole 5 movies. Now you get to pick 2 from the board at large.
Oh, okay. Let me look at what you guys have chosen here. Can I still get the Testament of Anne Lee?
Yes, you
Is
can.
I'll grab that. Whatever. Maybe A24 surprisingly picks it up and rushes it out. Who knows? You know what? I freaking love Surratt. Like I'm a huge fan for that movie.
I'm glad there's another member of the Surratt Club here.
Oh, it's so good. I was like so rattled after that movie.
Absolutely.
I would be shocked if you weren't rattled.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
I would
true.
trust anyone who walked out of that movie like not shaken to the core.
Still my favorite film of the year so far. Um, okay, it's back to me, and I'm going to take back a film I had on my team, which even though everything that is strategically sound has been well submitted for international feature, making this a more competitive category than usual, I still have pretty high confidence that The President's Cake will ultimately make it in. So I will take that one.
I now believe this has been in both of our drafts that you've taken President's Cake the pick before. I've wanted it each time, so hats off to you there. And I guess we're getting to the point now where it is stuff that you're really honing in on specific categories. And I just took a doc I believe in, so I should pair that with a doc I don't believe in. So Matt, I'm gonna take another one from your team. I'll take put your hands in your soul. So. Stocking up on those docs.
Fuck, dude. That was my next.
It's
I'm
okay.
Hey,
I
so
was about to
pissed.
take
if
it
you want to make a
anyways,
little
so
trade, we can
Pissed.
talk about it. Can give it right back to you. But in the
No, it's
meantime,
fine.
we're going back to
So, sorry,
Jack.
was The Perfect Neighbor picked?
I kept
Yeah.
it.
Do
Okay,
you have
okay.
three docs?
Docs, I'm winning Doc this year.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for you.
dang. I need a doc, and I was about to take that one, so now I'm trying to figure out what is left in that category
Don't take
that
the
I
one I'm
should
thinking
take.
of.
I might, I don't know what you're thinking of, honestly, because this race is a little insane to me. I think, does anyone have this? Let me look really quick.
Please don't. Please don't. Please
He's gonna take it.
He's,
I'm
he's
sorry
gonna
if
Prepare
this
take
for it,
is
it.
Matt.
I'm sorry
Don't
if this
worry.
is what you're thinking. I'm gonna take Mr. Nobody against Putin.
don't.
Oh shit! That's
Oh.
not the one.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay. For my next pick, I might as well just go for that one right now. Okay. So the documentary I'm thinking of, I don't know if it's even going to get nominated at the Oscars. I do, however, feel like 100% confident this is our critics front runner. This is our critics choice winner. This is going to clean up with the same groups that like loved Won't You Be My Neighbor and still a Michael J. Fox movie and Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. And that is the Apple TV Plus movie that won the Sundance Audience Choice Award. This is Come See Me in the Good Light, which is about Andrea Gibson, a poet who just died of cancer. It's a funny movie that is tragic and life affirming, and it has won audience awards at basically every festival it's gone to. And it like perfectly fits into that documentary that just critics go all over in those regional awards every single year and then just fails to make the Oscars. Although I think it could actually make the Oscars in two categories this year, because not only is this documentary like very likely to get shortlisted, but there's a song in it that is written by Sarah Bareilles, Brandy Carlisle, and Andrea Gibson, who just passed away. So I have it for two nominations right now, and I think this could be our doc winner.
I could I could just again, I remember saying this. I'm feeling something with the Golden Globe Box Office Achievement Award. I'm feeling a nom there.
Minecraft.
I could do Minecraft. I could do Minecraft. There's a few docs out there that are interesting, but it's just you never know what to pick with a documentary. So I'm almost hesitant to take one. I feel like I might be wasting a pick. At this point, I'm not even Oscar focused. I'm like other ceremony focused. Um,
If you did Minecraft, you'd also get a song nomination for Steve's Lava Chicken.
that is true. That's very true. You guys are all making great points. Um, okay, I will take what do I want to take here? All right, I'm gonna keep Superman because there's a chance even for like visual effects, even though I think that movie's a little wonky, but that's fine. And then I have another pick right after. All right, I'll go BAFTA time. I'll take Urchin.
What? What? Stole that from me.
Yeah, it was a good it was a good pick in the first draft, you know. It was a good one. Just
I'm
kept
glad I
that in
inspired
mind.
you. I'm glad I inspired
I have one that I think could get an Oscar nomination, but I don't think anyone else thinks it can. So I'm going to skip over that one for now. I'll come back to that with my last pick. And instead, I think that someone else here might catch on to the mastermind, which I think could get
That
tons
was
of
my
indie
next one.
spirit love. I think it could get over 90 on Metacritic, and just be like an under the radar critics darling that just, gets like 250 to 300 points just off of that type of award ceremony. So I'm gonna ride with that. I'm so sorry, Arnaud.
That's one of my favorites. You can't just
I know.
you
I'm
don't
sorry.
deserve the
I gotta
mastermind.
take Kelly Reichardt from you. I've seen that trailer in theaters now like 30 times. It's everywhere in New York.
I'm also looking at what could get Golden Globes or Critics' Choice nominations. Those extra slots there. You know what? Why not? This probably won't be anything, but I liked it at TIFF, and who knows what Amazon is going to do. I'll take Hedda.
So that's gonna put me in a weird spot because Hedda was the movie I was looking for. So shout out Jack stealing two potential fifth slots in lead actress for me. Have to respect the hustle there. There's two movies left on my initial team that I could take here, but France not selecting Nouvelle Vague tells me Netflix won't care about that movie. Maybe they could El Conde it into cinematography, but something tells me Netflix has other priorities to really worry about. And Rivals of Messiah King still has yet to show up at any festival, so not gonna touch that here. There's one movie I really want, but I know no one else believes in this movie, so I'm fine making that my last final overall selection. So, Matt, you in these last few rounds have been talking very much about critics' points and racking up at these smaller places. So I think I'll follow in those footsteps and I'll go with a movie that really sounds like something I would not enjoy, but I know it's a movie that you really enjoyed, and I know that a lot of people loved it out of Cannes. So I'll go with Sound of Falling in hopes
Yeah.
of racking up critic skills.
Yeah, you're gonna hate it.
But now,
I'm
Arno, it
coming
is your
like 2 out of
turn.
5.
Hey, after Anemone, things can only go up from there. That was the longest hour, 40 minutes of my life.
Oh my! Just imagine Anemone, but in Germany and for 2 hours and 30 minutes. But either way, okay, so it's my turn. I do not have a documentary on my team, and I'm not going to go for a documentary if there isn't anything worth picking, and it's such a difficult category to predict, anyways. But I think there is something worth picking right now, and that's because Netflix is very unpredictable with their documentaries. We think that their frontrunner is Daughters, and that film gets nothing. We think their frontrunner is Descendant, and that film gets nothing. This year, we think their frontrunner is The Perfect Neighbor. We think their secondary frontrunner might be Apocalypse in the Tropics. That's all possible. If somebody wants that latter one, go ahead. But they just picked up Cover Up, and Laura Poitras has proved that she can get nominated over and over again, and beat that kind of documentary curse of not being able to be nominated again if you win. So give me Cover Up.
Ryan, we've reached the fun part in the draft. We're up with your final two picks here. So, how do you want to round out your team of 10?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with. I'm looking at like visual effects right now, wondering what am I missing for visual effects that maybe could get something like get a nomination. I don't know. There's always that the Mission Impossible nominations from a few years ago kind of confused me or kind of threw me for a loop. I know that the new one wasn't as widely well received, but who knows? Maybe there's some possibilities there. Maybe I'll do a Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Wait, did Nouvelle Vague get chosen? I really love that
No,
movie.
I'm like thinking, oh, this is a sneaky one that nobody's thought of, and I think has a lot of potential. There really isn't one like that. I mean, maybe Twinless is like an indie spirits thing, but I don't know. I'll just go with, let's see what Black Bear can do with Christie. Like, let's just see what happens
God
with
damn
that.
it.
Wild.
All your
When I said
actress
it's a movie that no
contenders.
one cares about, it was Christie. I care about Christie. I had Christie locked and loaded. It was already copied in my note tab to paste inside my box, but I don't get to do that. I don't get
I'm
to
sorry, man. It's
I lose
brutal
out on
out
all my
here.
actresses. I lose out on Tessa Thompson, Jennifer Lawrence. I don't really like Sydney Sweeney, but Sydney Sweeney. So there's no more actresses I can really play for here. And we each currently have at least one movie from our initial drafts that are still on the board. So I think that's kind of cool to keep it that way. So I'm not going to take any of those movies. So I'll take a movie that hasn't been drafted. And Mission Impossible is something I was thinking about because, sound visual effects could happen. But I guess I think I know the movie you're talking about, Matt, and I don't want to be mean and take another one sniping from you. I'm assuming it's a play and lead acting potentially. You can say yes or no.
I'm not saying shit, dude.
All right. Then still, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to take that from you. I'll play in terms of zero Oscar potential, zero real award show potential, but a movie that I enjoyed and I think could do well with like regional critics and whatnot. So I will just go with Splitsville.
Dang, I still not completely sure. Um, I think, you know what, why not? I think Netflix is decent sometimes at getting an international film in there, and I think Left-Handed Girl has some surprise potential, a good crowd pleaser. Sorry, Jonathan, I
God, that's
thought
my
you were
number
going
5
for
right
it.
now,
God
actually.
damn it.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
I was like, no one's gonna take that. All right, fair enough.
No,
Good
Oh,
no,
pick.
it's did you guys see it at TIFF?
I did.
I did not know.
Oh,
It's
it's
good.
so
How
good.
was it? I didn't see it.
It's good. That's
Hmm.
one where I was super tired and I still liked it. But I do want to see it again, see how much more I like it.
Mhm. It's just lovely. Like really, really great writing. All right. I'm up next, and I am not going to take what I thought you were talking about earlier when you were talking about TIFF People's Choice, Dark Horse, because I was thinking you were talking about Eternity, which someone posted a fake leak on Reddit saying that it won the People's Choice Award, and people believed it. That's crazy. But I'm not going to take that one. Instead, I am going to take, I mean, Sony Pictures Classics. What do they have? Well, they've got a movie where Jodie Foster performs entirely in French, which has played at every single fall festival, essentially. The movie doesn't have the best reviews. It doesn't have terrible reviews either. And I do think that there's enough industry love for Jodie Foster that in a completely empty lead actress field, I do think that there is a chance she can get a nomination for A Private Life.
It's going to bring us to the final pick inside our draft. Jonathan, you're up. And I want to say there is still a top 20 drafted film from the original draft still on the board that hasn't gone. But what are you going to finish up our October redraft with?
There's a top 20 in the original.
Yeah, a big festival
Oh,
stink.
Oh
oh,
yeah.
oh.
Oh
Are
no,
we talking
there's a
about
couple
Ballad of a
of
Small Player? Let's see.
Yeah, it's valid.
Wow, it's almost October. Um, I cannot have two superhero movies on my team, so I'm not gonna do Fantastic Four. Um, yeah, fuck it, I'll do Twinless. Dylan O'Brien, very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Spirit Award nomination for Dylan for sure, I think.
I love Twinless. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
But now moving on into our recap here of the draft, as well as our October head-to-heads, because we're already into that point of the season. I still don't really love my team. That's kind of how I thought after our initial draft, and very much so now. Really, really not liking it. In retrospect, I should have played the handcuff like I talked about last episode. If I have one Warner Brothers movie, I should take the backup one in case it's real. And obviously, I didn't take one battle after another, so I just have Sinners. But in terms of my October head-to-heads, I think I only have one movie coming out, and it's a movie that people really don't like, but it'll get its Metacritic. It could get some box office, and I think the Gothams are next month, so maybe After the Hunt can score me some points. Probably not that many, but month number one, Ryan, I'm going against you. How do you feel about your draft, and which film are you going to pick to represent yourself?
Well, I feel pretty good about my draft considering I had nothing only a few hours ago. So I have a lot more than I started with. But other than that, I'm really just hoping to snag at least one Best Picture, just some outside chance of a Secret Agent or Train Dreams just surprising in picture. It's possible, but I think it's pretty likely that I got no Best Pictures on my team. But let's keep with the faith. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna choose for my choice for next month to go up head to head. I'll go Smashing Machine.
So, Arnaud, let's move over to you. You had the second overall pick in our draft. Now, this time around, you've got some new films on your roster. How do you feel about your team, and which film do you want to represent in the month of October?
Oh man, I mean, I knew this was gonna happen, but my sweet darling Train Dreams. I had so much faith in that. I was ready to root for it for the rest of the year, and now I have to root against it. Um, that saddens me a lot, but hey, it is what it is. You gotta make some sacrifices. I'll go with If I Had Legs, I'd Take You.
Jack, your initial draft we all thought was maybe one of the best ones. You lost some films, you added some new ones. How do you feel this time around?
Okay, not as good as I did the first time around. I think maybe I would have kept Smashing Machine if I wasn't so gullible and believed what Ryan said. I probably would have dropped K-pop, but you live and you learn. Um, in terms of, yeah, but overall, I feel decent about my team. I feel like Hamnet's probably carrying it, and I just have to hope K-pop ends up winning and A House of Dynamite remains. And speaking of which, for my October head-to-head, I'm probably just going to pick House of Dynamite. That's really the only film that I have that's coming out this month. So yeah, I'm just going to go with that.
Moving into our final matchup for the month of October, Matt, you had the third overall pick in our initial draft. You got some new films, but your top three from initially, I think, is the strongest top three at the moment.
Man, just crown me right now. We don't even have to play the rest of the game. I'm feeling good, man. Yeah, no, I feel like it went well today. I mean, I'm not all that enthusiastic after my top three, but I think they're all solid points getters. None of them are gonna like blow the roof off. But I think that I don't think I've picked anything that's gonna completely flop. So yeah, for my October head-to-head pick, I will be going with The Mastermind because that releases this month. It's going to get a really nice Metacritic point dump. Plus, Gotham Awards are coming up. We're going to get some of those early indie prizes, and that's where The Mastermind will shine. It'll probably not be mentioned after the Indie Awards ever again, at least in award sense. But I think here is where this movie is built to shine. So October, easy choice for me.
John, just like in our redraft here, you cleaned us up and you finished us up with the last overall pick. How do you feel about your team post redraft, and which film do you want to send out there for October?
Yeah, my team's pretty interesting. I feel like there's a lot of question marks. I feel like my range of how my team could go is very wide, which I guess could be exciting for content, I guess. Um, for this month, I mean, Frankenstein does come out in October, but like it's a Netflix release still. I don't know if that makes sense to even pick it, like logistically, because I don't even know what it could do for me. Um, so I might just match Matt's indie with indie, and I'll just throw out probably Sorry Baby, if that makes sense. I'll do that.
Well, before we leave, I want to thank everyone so much for coming. It's always great to have everyone here. And like I predicted at the beginning of the episode, I think this has really shaken up this season. It's really changed the game. And I'm really excited. I feel like this is a game changer for us.
It brings such a new aspect that we haven't seen before because at least in the years we've been doing this YouTube channel, I think pretty early on you can tell who are your top two teams and it's just are they going to be number one or are they going to be number two? Well, here you change up your whole roster. There's only maybe five films, maybe six that you retain. So you have a whole new team going throughout the rest of the season and maybe not all six teams can win, but I think there's a pretty neck and neck race for the majority of these spots heading into the rest of the season.
But that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, my name's Matt.
My name's Dyl, and this has been Fantasy Filmball.